Carl Froch isn't holding back when it comes to assessing Anthony Joshua's future, especially in the wake of his crushing loss to Daniel Dubois. The former unified world champion was stopped inside 5 rounds last September, dashing hopes of reclaiming the IBF title and becoming a 3-time heavyweight king. Joshua had entered that bout on the back of a rebuilding run, scoring knockout victories and seemingly regaining his confidence. But Dubois derailed that momentum with a dominant and clinical performance, dropping Joshua early and finishing the job in brutal fashion. Now, with Dubois focused on an undisputed clash against Oleksandr Usyk on July 19, speculation continues over whether a rematch with Joshua is realistic or wise. Froch doesn't think so. In fact, he believes it would be a mistake. Speaking to Sporting Talk, Froch was blunt in his assessment of where Joshua stands. He believes Joshua's confidence is shattered and that another clash with Dubois would only end the same way, if not worse. Froch's suggestion? The only logical and potentially lucrative option left for Joshua might be a farewell bout against a retired Tyson Fury. Even then, Froch questions what's left in the tank for Joshua, especially with his latest setback and now an impending elbow surgery looming. He's gonna get ironed out again, bombed out, Froch said, recalling the dominant nature of the first Dubois fight. It's the only fight that makes any sense for AJ, a finished, past his best Tyson Fury if he comes out of retirement. That's not exactly glowing support for the man who once held 3 of the 4 major belts and stood as the face of British boxing. Meanwhile, Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn is pushing hard to bring Fury out of retirement. It would be a blockbuster event for British fans and a fitting finale for both men. Fury himself is coming off back-to-back defeats to Usyk, with the most recent loss pushing him to announce his retirement earlier this year. As Dubois prepares for his shot at undisputed status, and Joshua recovers from surgery, the heavyweight landscape continues to shift. But if Froch is right, there may not be a path back to the top for Joshua, at least not one that runs through Daniel Dubois.